Good morning, Knife Brotherhood. I hope everybody, and I want to welcome some of my new subscribers. Appreciate you subscribing to my channel. And I want to appreciate the guys that's been watching my channel for a while. I appreciate you. If you're getting tired of these trapper videos, let me know. Because I got this one to do. It'll be number 13. Then I've got, the next one's going to be on the full side. I got 3 full-size trappers. And then I got 3 Remington trappers that I'm going to show. And that'll be it. That'll wrap it up. That will wrap her up. So anyway, got 2 mini trappers, 1980s mini trappers. I'll show you the tang stamp that's on them. This is the tang stamp that's on it. You can see 1980. It's got the Lightning Bolt S in the USA and the S, Lightning Bolt S and the K6X and the Lightning Bolt S on the little stainless steel part. And you'll see right here. Right there, so this mini trapper here, this was the very first case knife that I bought myself. I bought it in 1982, 82 or 83, I can't remember, but a place called Barnes Hardware, and he had one counter of knives, not a long counter, still a short one, but he had some case knives in there, and he had some Pumas. He sold Puma knives. But he had, he had the Moby Dick knives in there. He had the big Bowie knives by Case, the different ones. And then of course, he had the Mako and all of those. Then of course, he had a few of these, and I bought this one from them. So this was the only knife I carried. This was the only knife that I carried, honestly. Sorry about that, I had to move that out of the way, but this was the only knife that I carried. I didn't carry but one knife. Now, when I started working at the power company, I'd have a skinning knife on my side that they bought us, but as far as a pocket knife, this was it. Sometimes I would change it out and I'd carry my old timer, but so the very first knife I bought was this mini trapper. And it's a brown bone. And you can see that I carried this thing so much that all the jigging is about gone, worn off of it. You can see a little bit of jigging right there. A little bit right there. A little bit there. Can't see much on the pile side, a little bit right here. But this is actually a true pocket worn that I did. A true pocket worn. And this one, it's got, all your mini trappers have a half stop. I don't care about the half stop either way. If the knife's got one, that's good. If it don't, I don't care either way. I'm not a big half stop person. I mean, I like it, but it ain't something that I gotta have. You can see the tang stamp right there. It's got the lightning bolt. Nothing on the back. Good snout. Clip point standard on the mini trapper. You can see where it's kind of started to curve in, where I've sharpened it. Got the oval shield. Shield never did fall out, believe it or not. Half stop on the spade blade. And I'll tell you the story on this knife too. You can see the spade blade. And it's got the 6207 SP, SSP. Got that on there. So this knife right here, my brother-in-law, he he was a game warden in Louisiana, down in southern Louisiana. He was a game warden. We would go down there. We would go down there and visit him every summer, stay a few days, kind of like a vacation. We'd stay a few days. But he patrolled the Atchafalaya River Basin. There was a 25,000 acre management area that he patrolled in the swamp down there. The Atchafalaya River spills over and it makes a swamp, pretty much. It makes a swamp. And so the swamp down there, it's kind of a mixture of hardwood swamp, grass swamp, cypress swamp. Then they got some open areas in there, and they call them lakes. Not big, but they got some open areas, canals and different things. And it's not the bayou. The bayou is on the other side of it. New Iberia, Louisiana has the bayou going through it. So this knife would be in the boat with me. We'd go out, and what we would do, we would go out, me and my brother-in-law, we'd go out and we'd fish during the day. And man, you talking about humid. We would fish during the day, crappie, bass, brim, we'd fish, see a lot of gators, a lot of snakes. And then at night, we would stay out there when it got dark, we would frog. They called it frogging. You sit in front, you kneel in the front of the boat, you got a Q-beam and you point the boat. You can use the Q-beam, you see the frog's white throat, so you point the boat and just kind of glide up to the frog and catch him with your hand. Yeah, and there was snakes and everything else. Tree frogs, and that swamp is so loud at night that, I mean, it's almost ear-piercing. Almost ear-piercing. You could hear the gators and a lot of stuff splashing around out there, but it's a beautiful place. One of my favorite places to go. But this was the knife I carried, and this was the only knife I had in my pocket. You compare it to now, what I've learned. If I was down there with my brother-in-law now, I'd have me a pack of fire starting stuff, some food, different survival items. Plus I'd have a fixed blade, and then I'd probably have me either a fixed blade or a modern, and then I'd probably have me 2 pocket knives. This was the only knife I had on me. So the next morning we would wake up and we would get the fish, clean them, and my brother-in-law would take an electric fillet knife. He would fillet them after we cleaned them, and we'd clean the frogs. And I used this knife. This is the knife I used. We usually have a bunch of stuff to clean, so we'd both clean. But I use this spade blade, and that's what I use to clean the fish and get the guts out of the fish and all, and clean the frogs. Use this blade right here. Great blade, great skinning blade. And then here's the tang stamp, 6207 SP SSP. But I'd use this blade a lot. Pit point I'd use, but I use different, just basically your everyday things, everyday things. And I would call this is what I would call a medium-sized knife, where you, like your large trapper, your 75, I would call a large knife, large pocket knife. This where I'd call this this would be a medium size to me. But I'd just drop it in my pocket. Great knife, my very first case knife I bought for myself. So this one, I actually bought it at Barnes Hardware too. This one's never been carried. You can see the bone on this one. I think this is brown bone. It's just this dark. I actually think it's the same bone as this one. You can see the similarity to the colors. I think it's the same colors. Bought this one at Barnes Hardware too. Never carried it, but you can see it's got your clip point right there. Got Mini Trapper laser etched on here. This one had it on there too, but I wore it off using it. If you use it, it ain't gonna stay on there, you know. Spade blade, clip point blade, C207 SSP, SP. Half stops, polished bolsters. Good looking bone. Now they're making them, which I like them. They're making the Mini Trappers with a Wharncliffe. I've got two of them. I've got the blue denim and I've got the yellow Delrin single bladed Wharncliffe Mini Trappers. I've got two of them. But they're making them with the clip point and a Wharncliffe. And I saw a 6.5. I'm thinking about getting that one of these times. But yeah, great little carry knives, y'all. Great little carry knives. You know, if you don't want to carry a big knife, you know, medium-sized knife, this would be a good carry, kind of like a sod buster. Great carry knife. I like them. I got a few of them. But anyway, this is my Trapper Series 13. I'm gonna load this thing up in a little bit. I hope y'all enjoy it. I appreciate my subscribers. Appreciate my new subscribers. Appreciate y'all watching. I really do. Good bunch of guys. Good knife community. Knife brotherhood. I got some stickers, so if anybody needs any, let me know. My email address is on the YouTube channel. You can let me know. God bless you, y'all. Y'all have a great day.